Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Hawkinsimmer, and today we are doing more of the Let's Build or Build With Me series, where I am building a Cape Cod Mansion, and I hope that you are following along. In this one, we will be doing the roofing. I'm about to switch outfits, and it's because I thought I could make the shell and the roof in one video, but it didn't work out that way. So let's get into it. Let's get to roofing. So again, the good news is there's like a wraparound porch moment. I need to reference the photos real quick. It's a good time to save your game. If you're playing or you're watching this in the background of playing, save your game. It's good for you. Wouldn't you cry if this crashed? Me too. Okay, so I just realized that there is like kind of a small bump out right here. That's a really easy fix. It would be easier if we just had the stairs down, but I don't trust it. I literally do not trust it. So, gotta pick out some columns. Not sure if I want to use these or these. They have similar vibes, and it wouldn't be a big deal to like change them eventually. I know they're white, but unfortunately with this game, like you can't change the column colors. Like the stone is a color and then the columns are a color, so you have to be mindful about choosing the right color for you. So we'll just go ahead and place those to get an idea. I'm sure there will be another one in here somewhere, but I'm not sure where. There is a porch situation on this second floor with half walls though, I think is how I want to do it. Comes out like a 2x3 kind of room. Okay, those might be a little tall, but that's okay. We can bump it down a little bit and now we can replace them. But I'm not sure exactly what it's gonna look like in the end. I also have to flip back and forth between this and looking at the screenshots because I use my phone to record. It's a giant pain in the butt every time I need to flip back and forth. We'll get a few things kind of in place and then we'll probably have to do a lot of adjusting. If this video is 3,000 years long, just know that I'm a little sorry, but not like a lot sorry. I'm gonna try to edit it down as much as possible. Okay, so we've placed this roof tile. I want to bring it down quite a bit because we need to have some windows here in the front. And because this is going to be a bedroom, I don't think it'll be an issue with like clipping. So we'll just pull it all the way over. And on this side, we'll pull it over. Come on, all the way. The best thing to do is always copy these over so that you have the same roof pitch all the way around the build, and we'll probably do all of the straight edges first and then go back and fill in all of the other edges. I am worried about these gaps on the edges. They don't really usually bother me, but they might bother other people. For right now, I'm not going to worry about it, but I might worry about it eventually. Didn't I just say we were going to do all of the straight pieces? I wasn't lying. I'm just a jerk. So we'll get these straight pieces on here. Honestly, okay, I did see somewhere one time where someone did this with multiple pieces instead of using a big thing. It's going to take me some trial and error. So like if you're not down for that, you might want to just like fast forward. There's no hate because I'm not sure what I'm doing right here. I know there's a way to do it. I just haven't personally done it. Oh, okay. That actually, it matches up. How did I do that though? First of all, pull this out. Oh my Lord. These diagonals will kill me. They'll be the death of me. Is that like the best it can be? Maybe I pull this back again. Oh, okay. Well, that wasn't so bad. So I'll just pull this over and I'll take this and I'll double it and I'll twist it. Okay. Okay, we're kind of doing a thing here. I've never done this before, so I'm like nerding out, being a little excited that it's working out for me because I didn't have high hopes, y'all. I didn't have high hopes about how this would go. If there's a better way to do this, Feel free to let me know I'm a big stupid idiot and tell me how to do it below. But I think this is okay. It's not like, you know, it's not perfect, but I think it'll definitely do. And then maybe over here we could just take this and I'm telling you, I use the wrong arrow every time. Go like so. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. I'll use a thick trim around the edge and that way it'll work out. Everything's gonna work out. Wow, I'm so stoked. I was really worried about that, but it's all working out, y'all. Trust the process. Trust the process. Okay, the problem here is that I really don't like when there's not a soffit that overhangs. So how do I make this not look dumb? I think that'll be okay. If that bothers you, you're gonna have to deal because like I can't deal with there not being an actual soffit all the way around the build. You just keep copying and pasting and copying and pasting and copying and pasting. I'm sure you're wondering why I didn't do that all in one piece. It's because I know that we're gonna have some open areas around this room over here. You can't see where I'm pointing. Around this room over here, and sometimes that can cause some clipping with the roof pieces. So I just wanna be sure that it's not going to clip into this room, this bathroom. And even as an extra measure, you can hit shift and pull this back even more, and then hopefully there won't be any clipping, and if there is, we can deal with that when the time comes. So we'll pick this bad boy up and we will put it like so, and then you want to pull this out and we'll drop it down to match the same pitch, right? And then pull it down, take this piece, copy it again, and place this piece like so. Pull it back. Oh, you turd. Awesome. And then with this piece again, because I know for sure that this is going to be open, you have to hit shift and pull that side in. Remove floor. Sweet. Okay, I think we're in the clear. So we've roofed about, 1/10 of this build at this point. So that's fun for us. But that's okay. It's slow going, but we will get there. Promise. So just be advised, there is a lot of tricky roofing that is about to happen here. This is what happens when you kind of have a built-in kind of room, I guess. It's supposed to be one of those rooms. It's like in the attic space of a home, but we're obviously not doing that. So the pitch on these is going to be super, super tall, and we're just going to pull it back so that it matches right here. But of course, that's not tall enough to make it a full thing. So we'll raise the pitch up quite a bit. And I think it's got to be right there. When you're doing it on one tile, it gets really tall, really fast. And then let's see what happens if we pull this in. That might be our best bet. I know that looks kind of silly right now, but it's gonna work out, promise. Okay, wait, I think we have to adjust this, and that's okay. Sometimes we have to adjust things, there's no big deal. This might not be quite as big of a granny suite as maybe we had hoped. It's gonna be a little difficult to pull that off with the roof line, so we're just gonna pull some of it back, no big deal, and we will move on from there. But I think that also means we need to pull this side back so that it is symmetrical. No big deal, baby. We're rolling. We're rocking and rolling. That's probably going to make it a little easier on us. So you can see now it's so tall and it doesn't need to be. So we can pull that down to the top of this wall. Excellent. And then we can copy it and put it right here. Again, we're doing this in multiple pieces for a reason. So we'll just pull those sides back, no reason to hit shift, and then we're gonna pull this down here. I've just made a mistake, and it's not a big deal, but just so you know, before you copy anything, make sure this first one is really correct. So we'll go ahead, page up, and then we will start putting a roof on this so that we know that it will line up correctly. And that way we aren't spending so much time adjusting everything. We'll pull these in so that they meet up right there. Okay, so you can see this is kind of above it. We don't want that. We want it to match up pretty evenly. And the way to adjust this is you hit Alt and then you kind of go like so. And then click off of it. Yeah, that's pretty good. So first let's pull this one down. All of your pitches that are facing the same direction, like they're all facing the front of the house, you want to try to make sure all of your pitches are the same. So we'll go ahead and remove what we just put up here. So we'll copy this one over here and move it over here. And then again, you can tell these don't match up, no big deal. We'll just pull those soffits in on both sides and then it'll match up like that. So that's great. We'll take this and we'll copy it and we'll turn it. Boop. And we will put it right here. Awesome. Okay, love, love, love. But we need to go ahead and pull this side in. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so this is going to require a little bit of extra work, but that's okay. So we'll go ahead and hit Shift and pull that side in. We'll take this piece and we will copy it and stick it in this corner. I think that's right. And then we'll pull this side in as well. Ooh, maybe. Sometimes these arrows can be a little difficult to get a hold of. Also, I want to see what this looks like with this pulled down. Nope. Yeah, I think I want it to overhang like that. So we'll move on this one too. I know it's pretty low, but I think it really actually kind of works with this type of build. So then we'll take this piece and put it right here. And I know that's kind of goofy. That's okay. We're going to move it back one. It's so tall. I'll probably still get in a small window right here, but it won't be as big as I wanted it to be. Okay, so it's coming together. I know it probably still looks like it's pretty far off, but it really isn't. We're getting pretty close to like having this most difficult part done. Yeah, I think that's what we need. And just one tile. And you take this flat piece and you pull it all the way down. And you take this piece again and you copy it again, rotate it again. Oh crap. This might be rotated incorrectly. It's hard to tell. Nope, perfect. That will put a big enough kind of like soffit or roof trim, I think is what they call it. Maybe we'll do this big fat one. Ugh. Maybe this one? Does that look bad? We'll put a big window there and a couple of windows here. Okay, but that's cute. That's definitely, I mean, that's a roof. Cool. This one, so this other one, we're not going to have anything above it, but it is going to be the same style as the other one. So we will just have to kind of figure it out here. So we'll rotate this and pull it all the way across. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Okay, I know earlier I specifically made this a right angle instead of making it a diagonal, but I think it's gonna be easier for us actually if I do make it a diagonal. So we're gonna do that right quick. So we're just gonna take a wall tool, build across, and then we are going to delete this room. Cool. That way it just gets rid of the whole thing and you don't have to worry about any of the other stuff. So then we will just create a fake room up here so that there are walls. And then we'll just copy this stuff and we'll move it right over and it should fit perfectly. Okay, that's so tall, but it's fine. We are going to have to do essentially the same thing over here, I think, but we'll get to that in a second. So this little nook right here, we're just going to copy and paste one of the roof pieces and pull it over. And we will go ahead and pull down on these sides. We'll take this piece again and place it right here and pull down on the sides again. So this is kind of tricky. Again, you can't always account for roofing with my way of building stuff on graphing paper first, but that's okay. We're gonna figure it out. We will just pull this down and we will deal with it. You are going to have this line that goes across the front. That doesn't always bother me, but I know it bothers other people sometimes. So if it bothers you, you just gonna have to deal with it. I do apologize for that. Take this and move this in one. Actually, we'll move it into here because this goes further back. We are gonna have to use a separate piece for that specifically. So I'm gonna take one of these smaller pieces and copy it and place that right there. And we'll pull it back one so that it covers that whole thing. Cool. It's hard to see these little arrows, but I know I want to pull it like that. This is kind of difficult. I'm not sure how I'm gonna go about doing this, but I think I'm gonna start by trying to do it like so. Okay, yeah. That's cool. You know, it'll do pig kind of cool. You just have to trust the process. I know I keep saying that, but you really do. And then pull this down. Take this again. I'm kind of winging it. Sometimes it gets ugly before it gets good. It'll eventually be okay. We're gonna worry about that in a minute. But I think that is how I want that to look. This area, I'm not sure what to do with because I know I need the roof to match this pitch. I don't know. We're gonna have to come back to this. So then we need to take this because this garage is gonna be the same formula of pieces. Take this piece and like so. This might just have to be the way it is. We'll have one window kind of right there in that corner maybe. Maybe that's the solution. Is it just like it is what it is right there? Let's move this out. What does it look like? Okay, I don't think I'm gonna use that then. And we're just gonna build a room in here. And realistically, the parents could use this whole room as their closet too. I'm going to pull all the sides out on this because it looks better when you do. It just does. It looks better. So you just take this piece again and you copy that again and you just move it right on over. This garage is a little bit bigger. We will need one of these. Very annoying how it kind of sits on top and doesn't really hang over. But if you pull it down, it like clips through. It's very annoying. Like that's how it should be, but I don't know if that's how it's gonna be. I'm gonna have to think about that spot. I know I've already said that like 10 times. I'm just reiterating that I'm not sure what to do there and I'm going to work on it. So we're just filling in all the little gaps right now. It can take some time. So I'm gonna try to do my best to just kind of not be self-conscious about how long it's taking, but I'm sure it's taking a very long time. Right here, I just realized I need to pull this out. So I am gonna attempt to do the biggest part of the roof right now, and it's gonna get really tall really fast. Oh, see, I don't like that. Actually, let's take a minute because I'm just not really sure if that's what I want to do exactly. I'm gonna take this, because I know I'm gonna put that right there. And then we'll just kind of clean it up a little bit, make sure it fits correctly. And then for this, there is technically like a third floor. So let's go ahead and I didn't sketch it out. Like, it's gotta be just a teeny smaller. It needs to be this. Now, how do I put that to where it will be even with this? I need to put this on top and it needs to be centered, but I actually don't even know if that is possible. I think we'll put it right there. Oh, that's annoying. Because it's just not going, the only way to make it equidistant is for it to also be completely off center. So, wait, is that equal? Am I just a dummy? Oh, yeah, I'm just dumb. Never mind. Okay, so this floor isn't anything, so I don't care if it clips. And actually, this one is round instead of like how the other one is. Well, really, the walls are round, but I am gonna see if I can use this round roof. Do you say roof or roof? I think I say both because I'm silly. It's gonna take some finagling. Okay, I did it. It's not cute, but it's there. Actually, I do feel like that's kind of cute. Okay, so then we'll go up, and I think the top one is also meant to be round. Pull it all the ways. Okay, that looks goofy as heck, but it's fine. I can make this medium wall height, and I think that works. I think that is the vibe, honestly. Now we'll take this and it needs to go right here. And then it uses the same type of situation. I thought these were half walls, and they certainly can be, but we'll probably change it. And again, you just want to be careful with what is overhanging. It could cause some clipping issues, but those can always be fixed later, and I'm sure we'll have to move some things around. So no big deal. That is pretty well what the front looks like. I'm sure that seems kind of goofy, but it will come together. Okay, so we are just going to delete this piece, and we are going to take this hip roof, and it is going to be the biggest piece. I haven't quite figured out how it's going to work over here because this side of it goes outside of where I want this to go, but we'll get this in place first and then we'll kind of move it around. We'll get the front of the build looking Gucci gang and then kind of play with the rest of it, because the front of the build is the part that really matters. We'll pull this down some, and then they have the exact same roof over here. And you just pull the edges out. It needs to be in line with this side of this gable. I think it's meant to be centered with the full, because obviously this hip roof is not centered with the entryway. So I think they want this gabled roof to be centered with this hip roof. We'll pull this one back in too. My biggest advice with placing roofs is, there's a lot of things, but one that I think a lot of people get wrong is you really don't want there to be a place where water can accumulate. So you just want to make sure that the angles are never running in towards each other. That does sometimes happen, and there are ways to make it look okay, but the best rule of thumb is to just be sure that that's not what's happening. Really love that that's how that is right there. Might do this in multiple pieces. I know you love to hear that. It's honestly, it's not going to be very fun. I don't do this a lot with hipped roofs. I'm not sure what I'm doing here, so just bear with me. So I made this other piece quite big, and then I'm just pulling it in. Okay, perfect. So then this other piece, we're just going to take it and go like so. Just need it to match up, and then pull it this way, I think. Yeah, it does show just a little bit right there, but I think that's, first of all, it's just gonna have to be okay. Okay, so that's the front of the build. Other than that right there, I'm still not sure how to deal with that. This might be a matter of we just have to change the floor plan a little bit and go like so. It doesn't look great, but it looks better. So let's delete this piece. We can pull this piece over. Wrong one. Grab the correct arrow. I am lovingly referring to these as the arrows and arrowheads because this one has like a tail and the other ones don't. I don't love it, but it is what it is. And then I think we need to go just one. Okay, cool. So that makes that nice seamless edge right there. We are going to be putting in some chimneys so this roof won't look so big and bulky. Let's pull this back so that that's nice and tight. So everything from here is really just a matter of like cleanup. But I think from the front, I think this is the house from the front. That looks really big. That's definitely bigger than it's supposed to be. But I think that's as small as it could possibly be is the thing. But I think it's all right. It's a little goofy. What if we pulled this down and then we took this room off of medium wall height? Maybe then it doesn't look so ostentatious. We'll pull this down just a little. I think that looks better. It'll look a lot better once we get some windows in, but real quick, let's address the back. We'll take this piece. It's always better to work from something you've already worked at. Does that make sense? Are those real words? So we'll take this and we just want to line it up with the octagonal roof so that it all goes together. We'll pull down the sides again so that it just matches a little better. I don't want to mess with the pitch because then it'll mess with the pitch of everything else. What is this little bump out? Poop closet, naturally. Okay, so that's okay though because we really have all of this space to work with. What if instead of we did it like, and then Okay, I might be getting a little wild here, but what if we took this piece and moved it out like this, and took this piece and moved it like so, and then we can move this back, and then we'll take this piece and we'll move it over here. Okay, but we probably have to move some stuff around out here then. Yeah, so your girl done gonna mess it all up, but that's okay, we're gonna fix it. Then we'll pull this piece back a little. I mean, it's kind of goofy, but I like it. We'll just take that and go like so. Boom. Okay, this is like not quite correct. See if we can make it correct. One more. Why? That's frustrating. Hide that little piece right in there. Again, you can custom move the little roof pieces around a little bit. So you can take it and hit Alt and move up just a tiny bit. And it just takes a little back and forth really to kind of see where you're at. So move it up again just a tiny bit. Okay, so for this, instead of moving this gabled roof, because I can't make it higher than this gabled roof, I'm just gonna move this part down to match the gabled roof. So we'll just have to hit Shift and you move it down just slightly. Ooh, too much. It just takes a lot of back and forth, honestly, until you can't see this little gap. Ooh, I think we did it. I see the gap at the top. Don't worry, we will address. Just give me a moment here. Shift, pull that out one. Hey, okay, it's definitely not perfect, but it's also definitely better. This is going to be another porch situation over here. We'll do a simpler column. Probably this one, yeah, from Get Together. And that way, won't have that overhang. Sometimes it can be a little finicky to place right there. Okay, I think the best thing to do is to make this bedroom just a little bit bigger. That makes it a little easier to place this whole roof, so we can just pull it back and it'll cover the whole thing. So unfortunately, I've been trying to do this for like 10 minutes now, because if you remember, in the front of the house, we don't want this to clip with this gabled roof. But unfortunately, that means because on these hipped roofs, it's just one choice. You get one choice on whether or not there's an overhang on the soffit. We're not gonna have an overhang in the back. That's not my favorite look, but it kind of just is what it is. Ooh, okay, we might have a fix. Yeah, okay, this is fine. Need the little roof piece over here though. We'll also just pull you back. We'll just copy you. Sorry, see, there's a lot of roof pieces. To make like a realistic roof that like isn't an absolute train wreck, not that this one isn't an absolute train wreck, it takes a lot of different roof pieces. And then you just pull it across. It's totally camouflage. I know we'll need this. And we'll pull the sides down though, it looks kind of goofy. Just gonna grab this little guy, pull him over here, take this little guy and we copy him, and then we put him over here. Think like this, but I'm not sure. And then we just tighten him up a little bit. And then we gotta go back and get those little pieces. He's just a little guy. Put that little guy right there. Okay, and then we'll just take the exact same piece and move it again. I'm never sure which way you go, so let's try this way. Oh no, it told me I can't. So this way? No, that's the wrong way. Invalid diagonal, what? Let's take this bad boy off. Sometimes you just have to move things around, but I'm grouchy about it. Oh, does it not want them to touch? Okay, well, like maybe you should have a better system. I don't know. Pull this bad boy in. We are literally on the home stretch and I'm falling apart at the seams. So we'll just pick this bad boy up and put you right there, turd. That was rude. I'm just grouchy about it, okay? Let's just put you right back where you belong. That doesn't have very fun. It doesn't seem bold. So let's just pop you up one more. Also, if you can't see me for half of this build because I have crap posture, sorry. Would you believe I was in marching band for like 4 years? What do I want to do right here? I think we definitely will need some half walls. So we'll just put that right there and right here. Might swap that out later, but I'm not sure yet. I know that I will want to have some roofing over this porch. Literally, it's just this. This is all we have left, you guys. You can do it. Put your back into it. Pull this over. Let's add these columns just so that I know I need to go over just one more. This little guy, and we'll put him right up here and pull it over And then we'll take this and pull it like so. I do think I'm gonna drop this pitch a little bit because that is the primary suite, and I know I'm gonna wanna have some big windows right through here, and I don't wanna ruin that. Okay, we just have one more piece to do, and it's right here. This is going to be off of a bedroom, and we're just going to do a fake pergola kind of a thing by using some fence pieces. I think I'm gonna use this like natural wood color, and we'll go all the way around the edges. Go like this and like this, and then you go like this and like this. And then you can just take your little hammer tool and you can just delete the floor. I might change the color of that later, but for now, I think it's good. We'll probably put some plants up there. That's the roof. We did the roof. It only took us like 2 hours. I don't know how I'm going to edit this down. But yeah, definitely check back. We're gonna be doing this for quite a while is what it seems like. Next time we will probably do all of the windows and doors and landscaping and of course painting the house. And that'll probably take an entire episode. So thank you all so much for watching. Please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you're into this. I upload Mondays and Thursdays at around 4 p.m. So you can expect another one of these soon. I hope the world is treating you well, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! Sir. 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 Can you not do that? Maybe?